Sam, you seemed like you had some thoughts on the suspension. Did you want to lead the
Oh
way
yeah.
there?
Well,
It's
I
kind of
want I
elephant in
want
the room,
Jake to
but
I want Jake to set the record straight out here.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
went
this
down?
is your
What'd you do?
Should I
this is
read
your
my prepared
chance.
statement or
Yes, please.
off the cuff? First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to Billy O'Brien for knocking him over. I mean, it was a super physical game. Anyone that watched it, it was pretty clear. There was a lot of back and forth. I don't know. I guess there was a lot of contact that first point, and I was just trying to give him a little bit back. I didn't mean to knock him on his butt. It's unfortunate that happened. So I'm accepting of the suspension. On video, it looks really bad. I see that. I didn't think that would happen.
Are we playing sports here?
We're playing sports.
Like, what is the? Well, you gotta fucking toe the line on, like, all the time you're on the. I don't know.
I will also say I appreciate Billy told the league, or when they called him, he requested that I wasn't suspended.
Oh,
So
wow.
that made a big difference in it only being a quarter, which I
Yeah.
appreciate.
Wow.
He was. I'd say he was one of the people to kind of stand up behind the scenes.
Interesting. So it was almost more than one quarter.
It was supposed to be a whole game.
It was a whole game.
No shit.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah,
That would have been.
Well, this is the first one. This is the first non-one game suspension that the league's ever given out. Like, this is the shortest suspension the league's ever given out.
That's
Yeah, the
crazy.
length of the suspension was pretty questionable
a little
to
weird.
me.
I'm not
kinda
complaining.
seems like a
It's
joke.
gonna have to
We can-
happen.
Yeah.
You don't have to like.
Yeah, you guys don't have
badmouth
to
the league.
complain
You don't
about
have
it 'cause
to, but we can.
do
We're
that.
allowed
Yeah.
to. And
We're just a
I-
podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have.
cool.
I have thoughts on it. I mean, like you're not only getting a suspension for a quarter. I just like checked out the article today. You're also issued like what is it like a personal foul or like a
Yeah.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Mhm.
So I can't do anything and get ejected.
He can't.
You get ejected if you get one more.
Another guy.
But I thought one of the most interesting parts of it was I was told that had other AUDL players not written into the league to complain about the foul, I wouldn't have been suspended, or they wouldn't have reviewed it.
Interesting.
Mm.
Who's snitching?
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
names?
That's another question.
We know who's, but we're not gonna say.
Because the other thing is, it wasn't called a foul in the game, right? Like
No.
it was missed, and then people kind of caught it on camera, and then we're talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah, it was unfortunately it's in the slow-mo replay during the game, which made it
Mm.
pretty easy to
Mm.
see.
Well, it's also the classic Twitter, like, somebody puts in a 5-second video, and then everybody
Yeah.
just jumps on the bandwagon of like, Jake's an
They're-
asshole.
Yeah, they're more mad
Because
than
they-
they've
they
ever
got
been
this-
before.
Yeah, they got this like little clip of him, doing one physical thing.
And Billy and I, after the play, did talk about it. I was like, I really don't want to do this all game. It's gonna be a long game. Little did we know it was gonna be 3 halves of a game. And it calmed down for a bit until the fourth quarter, where anything goes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's yeah, I just feel like giving you the unsportsmanlike to start the game to me is like enough already, because that affects the way that you play the whole rest of the game. And then the fact that it would have been more than one quarter is like kind of crazy to me. I mean, I get that the league has kind of been getting a reputation, I feel like, of being kind of overly physical, and I think they want to send a message about that. Like, so I understand that. I just feel like affecting your next game that much is just like a little bit too much. It's already, I mean, we can speak candidly, like the Empire is a really, really good team. And so why would they want to like make it even harder for you guys if they want a better product on the field and all that? But like, you're already kind of like, once you get back in, you're gonna kind of have to police yourself a little bit more because you already have that like foul. So I don't know.
Yeah, I actually had a dream last night that I said something after scoring a goal and they tossed me from the rest of the game in the second quarter. So
It's keeping them up. It's
I
keeping
came
them
out,
up.
can't sleep.
Bad for
Cold
his
sweat.
health.
Yeah.
The suspension's enough.
Yeah, I don't know. One quarter suspension. It just felt like they felt like they were so upset that they couldn't suspend you for a whole game that they just were like, fuck it. One quarter, I guess that works. Whatever,
I'll
we have to
take
do
it.
something, but yeah, I
Could
don't
be
know. It
worse.
felt
Could be worse.
I messed up, so I'll take it. But excited to have fresh legs going into the second.
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
The
that's
one-
huge.
Looking on the bright side.
the one other thing I had on the play itself, I don't want to like harp too much on it because like the first thing you said was like my bad. So I don't want to like make you backtrack or anything. I'll say it for you. Like when I was looking at it, it kind of felt like there was a little bit of that like falling down to like sell it. I don't want to like, I don't know. You definitely initiated the contact.
There's a word. I'm pretty sure there's a word for that for sure.
Yeah, there's
I'm
a
not
word.
saying
the
it.
F-bomb.
I'm not saying
No saying the F word on this
no
podcast.
saying the F word, but
I
We'll
think-
bleep it. We'll bleep it.
I wouldn't call it a flop because I don't think it was because like you did initiate the contact. It was like pretty substantial,
for sure.
but like I don't know if it necessarily would have knocked him down on the ground if it wasn't like in a game and there's refs and he's trying, like there's a little bit of games. Yeah, I mean, Jake, it was
He's anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like a little, I don't know, that part of it I was watching, I was like, I don't know if he necessarily would have fallen down otherwise, but I think it was a foul that they missed for sure. But anyway, not to harp on it. I did want to.
I wish they had caught it in the game, and
I feel like if they had called the foul in the game, I think it would have just ended there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, we should be looking at the refs. That was the worst referee game I've ever been a part of.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, especially because if it had been called there, nobody would have been like, "This is so bad, it warrants a suspension."
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said this like in the last episode, but like thank God that like none of my games are like always filmed like that, or like any game I've been in has had that type of scrutiny. And then you can take a clip of anything that you did, and then people can start a discourse about what happened. Like that's a lot of pressure to put on people, and like it's got to be tough to like everyone feels like they have a say on like what happened. And like to the people who were like, I don't know, like I get that we want the sport to be safe, but like people kind of taking this like moral, like an opportunity to like be this like have this high roady kind of opinion, like kind of rubbed me the wrong way also. So I don't know.
That's the thing. There's so many more dirty plays that could like get someone. I mean, mine was dirty, but there's more dangerous plays.
Right.
Like you wasn't gonna get
I
hurt
totally
like
stuff in the air.
Yeah, like a shitty bit into
it's-
someone's legs. Like that's a million times worse.
Yeah.
Like,